The US military is advancing its technology, and they're doing it with the new StrykerX. Welcome to Military Zone. And in this video, we are talking about the new StrykerX that will be unmatched. But before we start, why don't you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for regular updates? With that note, let's get started. General Dynamics Land Systems, sometimes known as GDLS, is the company that developed and produced the Stryker line of 8-wheeled armored assault vehicles. They are the main pieces of equipment being deployed by the US military in the war. In addition to being the top military vehicle used by the Army, the Stryker is well known as the 21st century battlefield wheeled armored vehicle in the US. There are 11 distinct ways to configure the Stryker. Each of these boats has a double V hull that is intended to shield people from mines and improvised explosive devices. It includes the M1126 infantry carrier, the M1296 Dragoon armored personnel carrier, the M1127 reconnaissance vehicle, the M1128 mobile gun system, the M1129 mortar carrier, the M1130 commander's vehicle, the M1131 fire support vehicle, the M1132 engineer squadron, the M1133 medical evacuation vehicle, the M1134 tank anti-carrier guided missile carrier vehicle, as well as the M1135 nuclear, biological, and chemical reconnaissance vehicle. And now, the StrykerX, a brand new hybrid variation, is being introduced by the GDLS. The idea that military vehicles used in conflict contribute significantly to rising greenhouse gas emissions significantly impacts StrykerX's design. In the past, the first infantry carrier, Stryker, was developed following the Cold War in an effort to modernize the US military for changing combat environments. The StrykerX, the beefed-up version of the Stryker Armored vehicle produced by General Dynamics Land Systems. Well, let me tell you, this thing is no joke. It's basically the big brother of the standard Stryker, packed with all sorts of new fancy features that are sure to make any enemy think twice before messing with it. First off, let me talk about the armor. The StrykerX is built to withstand some serious punishment. It's got a new, more heavily armored hull that's designed to protect against a wider range of threats. This means it's better equipped to handle things like roadside bombs and other IEDs, as well as small firearms and even some heavier artillery. Basically, it's like a fortress on wheels. But the StrykerX isn't just about defense. It's also got a whole bunch of new weapon systems that are designed to give the crew some serious firepower. For starters, there's a 30mm cannon that's perfect for taking out enemy vehicles and bunkers, and if that's not enough, the StrykerX is also equipped with anti-tank missiles that can take out even the toughest of enemy armor. But it's not just about the weapons. The StrykerX is also packed with all sorts of advanced sensors and electronic warfare systems. This means that it can detect and track enemy forces even in the thick of battle and jam their communications to disrupt their operations. And if that's still not enough, it's also got a whole bunch of other features like active protection systems and advanced navigation systems that make it one of the most advanced armored vehicles out there. All of this adds up to the vehicle that's more survivable, more mobile, and more agile than traditional heavily armored vehicles. It's perfect for both urban and rural environments, and it's designed to provide troops with greater firepower and protection in the field. The development of the Interim Armored Vehicle, or IAV, was intended to bridge the gap between bulkier, more heavily armed, but difficult to deploy vehicles like the M2 Bradley, as well as lightweight vehicles like the Humvee that are outfitted with easily deployable vehicles. Following the idea that GDLS suggested, the Stryker, a vehicle based on Canadian IAV3 8x8 light armored car configuration, has 8 wheels that are capable of driving in 4-wheel drive on all 4 wheels or all-wheel drive as an 8x8 configuration. The vehicle can traverse most terrains while still protecting personnel during shipments. As utilized in other US Army medium-lift vehicles, a Caterpillar diesel engine gives the Stryker its power on rough terrain. Compared to the previous model, the vehicle has undergone major improvements. The hybrid diesel-electric power plant of StrykerX was strongly highlighted during the conversation with the GDLS team, along with the UAV incorporation in the designs. According to the GDLS team, the hybrid power in front is primarily intended to provide capability of quite long-distance driving without the use of any engine. This demonstrates how the diesel hybrid configuration at the front enables the vehicle to move silently and conduct silent surveillance, both of which will greatly aid the dismounted squad's ability to enter and exit locations without suffering harm. Another aspect that enhances the performance of the new Stryker hybrid is that you can drive without starting the engine for extended periods of time, even days, while remaining stationary and using all electrical equipment and sights. This implies that your power unit can move electricity from one system to another while it's stationary and not using engine power. Consequently, the Stryker can serve as a generator for a variety of tasks that can be carried out during both military and humanitarian operations. Moreover, extending the range and easing logistical challenges are the hybrid engines' primary goal. The Pentagon is also worried about the environment. The new hybrid power pack should reduce fuel consumption. The new hybrid power pack is anticipated to cut fuel use by 50%, which will boost overall combat and emissions. StrykerX's cutting-edge new design aids the Army's effort to electrify and reduce its carbon footprint. It's expected that the StrykerX will take the place of the earlier Stryker infantry fighting vehicle. This was in operation for almost 40 years. Superior electrical architecture with built-in cyber defense and an integrated active protection system are also features of the StrykerX, which also has a new hybrid power pack. Sensors in the StrykerX give the cruiser a 360-degree situational awareness as well as transparent armor capabilities. The interior of the StrykerX is intended to be less crowded and may have more capacity for passengers. This is due to the fact that the StrykerX's forward crew compartment also offers additional room for the infantry unit. It's crucial to remember that in 2022, GDLS debuted the next-generation StrykerX in addition to the hybrid diesel-electric power unit, but the latest Abrams X model also made its premiere, sporting a fresh new look that reveals its hybrid electric drivetrain. New technologies, according to GDLS, include enhanced situational awareness, crew mobility and safety, silent surveillance capabilities, and maneuvering skills with less fuel consumption than prior Abrams and Stryker models. In addition, to improve intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities, the Abrams X and Stryker variants both integrate UAVs through the Switchblade 300 system. Both the StrykerX and the Abrams X have Switchblade 300s installed so that the vehicle can launch and control a persistent munition that can feed live video while on target. Even before the kamikaze dashed to target, the squadron and cruiser were becoming more situationally aware. It's worth noting that, as of now, StrykerX is still in development stage and no official release date has been announced. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. With all the new features and capabilities it's packing, the StrykerX is sure to be a game changer on the battlefield. It's like a tank and a fighting vehicle in one. It has the firepower and armor of a tank, but the agility and mobility of a fighting vehicle. Overall, the StrykerX is an exciting new development in military technology, and it's definitely something that's worth keeping an eye on. Whether you're a soldier on the front lines or just a civilian who's curious about the latest developments in military technology, the StrykerX is sure to be a vehicle that's packed with all sorts of new cool features and capabilities. And with General Dynamics land systems behind it, you know it's going to be a quality product. This was all about the Stryker. Share your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, spend some time watching other videos on our channel. Until then, goodbye.